C2 evaluator. Yep, and before giving my comment on his speech, I'd like to remind all of you guys the objectives of project number 2, which is organizing your speech. Project number 2 is really an important milestone after you finish your C1 speeches as being an icebreaker, because in this project you learn how to organize your speech in a really logical manner, starting with a strong opening that catches the audience's ear, and then a supportive body that conveys your ideas smoothly, and then a conclusion that reinforces your ideas to be more memorable to the audiences. Yes, and these techniques are all the requirements that you need for your future speeches. And in Edward's C2 speech, he done a good job by planning his structure in a good manner. Starting from his opening, he stated, you might not know that our life is consisted of different hobbies. I think this is a good opening, and it's also a good hook to hook the attention of the audience. Yes, and then he gave us an example of his one-week schedule, making it more personalized to show that his good habits in weekdays and bad habits in weekends. Yes, and it's always good to make your example more personalized to be appreciable for your audience. And next, in his body, he leads us to his 5 core centers of his speech, which is giving us 5 very constructive ideas about how to form a good habit. But it's a little pity that these five ideas lose a little connection between one another. For example, you can try to use more transitional words, starting from very simple ones that we all know. First, second, third. For example, you can do it like first, 1 habit for 30 days. Second, 1 habit at a time and keep it simple. Third, replace lost means. Fourth, experiment. And last but not least, consistent is the key. Then after all, your audience will be able to realize that you have 4 points plus 1 last but not least. So you have 5 strong points to keep in your mind. Yes, this will always also make your ideas to convey even more better. And then I like to remind that always remember to stay relevant in your body, which is reduce those redundant words as much as possible to keep it to your core. And that is your next project on C3, which is learning how to get to the point. But I like to remind you that you can, learn how to reduce those redundant words to make it more smoothing. And last in his conclusion, I think that he did a good conclusion. He made a metaphor by using a good hobby with an autopilot. I think this is really creative. But I also like to suggest him that remember to proportionate between your 3 parts of your speeches. For example, you can make a short and brief opening. And then your body, you can make it concrete. And then try to make a stronger conclusion. To make it, you can also drag it back to your own personal experiences. You can respond to your opening about your schedule, what improvements you have made after using these 5 tips as your conclusion. That will make it more concrete. And then last but not least, for everyone, not only Edward, I know that standing on a stage, everybody gets anxious and nervous, but this is a long time project to work on, but you have done really well on C2. So you can try to find a way to ease your anxiety, such as rehearsing in front of a mirror or under a tree. that is a good way to ease your anxiety. And and my last point is, I like to remind you that you have a very good voice. You have a very good voice, and you have a very good pronunciation. But last time, when you do these I'm getting nervous right now. But next time when you do these kind of speeches, like conveying an idea for audience to get into action, you can try to be more forcefully and confident. That will make it even more better. Sorry. Thank you.